Hello everyone, Pally here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well today. As always, in today's video, we're going in with the sister blades yet again with the aspect of Melinoe. This is going to give us more backstab damage if we attack an enemy from a very specific spot. Look at that, we did 204 on the initial dash in there, but notice that I'm technically behind him here. This is backstab. You got to get it right in the Dark Soul spot to make it count. Can be a bit difficult to do. To go along with this weapon, I am going to be using the iridescent fan. This is Hera's keepsake. She can do some pretty good combat scaling as well as turning our single target damage into AoE damage under the right circumstances. As we move down here to the stone, you can see that our testaments require 12 heat if we're going to use today's weapon. And I've already set it up. We added in 20% more damage from all foes. That includes the bosses that hit quite hard. If you guys enjoyed today's run, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I think it should be pretty dang fun if I do say so myself.
You've seen the morning field within your underworld, yes? A solid portion of the residents there are due to failed marriages.
What?
Most typically their own. I bless each matrimony that I can, but it can only do so much.
Oh no, if there wasn't enough of a reason to keep my marriage going. Attacks deal more damage and inflict hitch. Specials deal more damage and inflict hitch. To be honest, the special might be better for us here, just so we can get hitch on more targets and then go in and finish them off with single target damage. I like that idea, but we still want a strong attack too.
Granted.
But I'll go ahead and make the special. We'll rarefy it. Unfortunately, maybe I should have held on to it until our keepsake was leveled up. I was going to say, unfortunately, our keepsake can only make it a blue quality rarefy. We can't get the heroic stuff. But we were able to zoom in there and beat up the rest of the competition. No trouble whatsoever. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. This is a big room. As our special goes through, it damages the first person and curses them. Then it curses the second one and spreads damage to the first one, which is why not everyone just died in one fell swoop there. They didn't just pop. The damage still goes in an order. But once we hit them with our special, we can cruise in and just cleave through everyone to set off that damage beautifully. I'm going to go for the pomegranate at the bottom of the screen. We only have one boon right now. Our boon was already upgraded once with a free pomegranate from picking up whatever that last item was. And now by going through this door, we can increase its potency even more. I'm also seeing Chaos might have something for us on this run. Chaos, you know, has a buy-in cost, which is why it can feel weird. You have to give up some HP to go down there. But the changes they can make to the feel of a run is just so crazy good and should not be understated. That's 95% more damage on all of our specials. And we're going to lose 12 health. Luckily, Chaos doesn't seem to do more damage. I mean, Chaos isn't an enemy, but I'm just meaning zoning in here doesn't do more damage. I was kind of worried it might for a little bit. I'm not seeing a fish. Where is it?
You need not venture far to find me, spawn of Hades, for I am everywhere, particularly where the darkness coalesces into seeming nothingness. Perhaps we shall see each other again when you are closer to your goal.
Perhaps we shall. For the next 4 encounters, you take 40% increased damage. Afterwards, your cast deals more damage. Specials make us take damage, after which we restore health. For the next 5 encounters, each time you cast, take damage. Afterwards, you have a chance to find 100% increased resources with gathering tools. We've never taken it before. It's on the faded scroll. We might as well. It's not. None of those were going to be very impactful for me in particular. If we go for the ash here, it does end up giving us slightly more HP. Oh, this is a bit of a... Okay, this is pretty scary. So the guy in the middle, I thought he was protected, by the way. Oh, it's only when I'm not in the shroud, I see. Okay. Well, we can cruise in there and take him down. I thought that the first enemy was keeping him protected and that we'd have to assassinate one target before we took on the other one. Luckily, that was not the case. Just use my cast as an instinct there. The cast is beautiful for keeping enemies off you that are chasing after you, so that would have been a great use of it. But we ended up taking damage as a result of pressing that button. These sharks are from the next biome, and they are very scary, but we managed to take them down. Hera through the next door with a boss, or we take the Daedalus hammer upgrade and kind of see what kind of nonsense we can get up to here. Everyone shut the fuck up!
Okay.
You know, I missed that fish last episodes because I didn't tell you guys to be quiet. I knew you were talking. I could tell. Special destroys armor. Last strike deals 300% more damage. So, spoiler alert, this basically melts mini bosses. We found out about this the last time I did the Sister Blades run. And, well, it's presented itself to me again. We might as well take it, right? I don't see any Hello?
Greetings, little raven.
Oh my god! Hey, little buddy!
Flew off.
What the heck was that? Wait, is this final shot? How? What room are we in? We're in location 6. We're going to Apollo. I didn't know I could do that, by the way. It tells me my location at the top right. Holy crap. Oh, he has armor! No, he doesn't! Look how fucking good that is. Like, that might be one of the most powerful effects in the entire game. And let's not forget that your special fucking returns to you. So does it strip 50 armor away and then back?
Ah, you've met my stepmother, have you? I'm fortunate to feel loved, but Hera, well, I'm not her favorite. As long as no one leads her to believe you're Zeus's child, you'll be just fine.
Attacks deal more damage in a larger area. Sprint inflicts days, or you deal more damage until you take damage. I kind of like the idea of that one.
Apollo's light.
My attack being larger, for instance, wouldn't really do anything to affect us at all. The door in front of us leads to the Moon Maiden. I think we re-roll it. I think we re-roll it again. I'll take it. Thank you. Again, not the best thing, but you know, a little more damage on our special at this point couldn't hurt. Pomegranates, I used to make a really big fuss out of always going for them when I was brand new to Hades 1. I mean, I thought I already have a great boon. Let's just make the boon even better. What could be wrong with that? But pomegranates lose their steam the more of them you get. The first few can be really, really good and really, really impactful. That being said, there are some boons that give you like level 30 abilities, and those are pretty good too. It's just the in-between levels that are kind of weird. Definitely going to continue to up our hitch ability. We're also going to buy these seeds because I'm running low. Thank you very much. As far as our doors, it's either going to be Arachne or whatever behind door number 2. Arachne it is. She'll give us some armor for the boss, so it's a little bit more, you know, safe. Not that the first boss is that hard, but let's not forget that Headmistress is our target for this weapon today.
More. For what it's worth, I never have disliked spiders myself. They keep the woods free of pests.
Well, she said she didn't like
What would
spiders.
this place be without their webs?
Not us. Arachne said she doesn't like other spiders. We thought it was very strange.
Thank you, my friend. I know you mean well when you say such things. If it makes you feel any better, I don't just hate what I've become. You gods, I hate you too.
Oh, well, that's better. Cast damage, which I still can't even use. Channel faster could be fine, or whatever. It's all the same to me, dude.
There.
I just went with as much armor as I could get. Poseidon behind door number 2. What if it was, hey, a dueling room between Hera and Apollo? We're definitely taking Hera here. I want her attack if possible. Hitch deals more damage and lasts longer is okay. A Mega Move's Creative Fissure is also... With this weapon, that wouldn't be that bad. That wouldn't be that bad at all. If I don't get an attack here, Apollo's going to try to give me his. And I don't want it. Dang it! Well, we can get Cast Inflicts Hitch now. Again, not bad. Just makes it so everyone takes AoE damage.
I can't just let you brush me off like some pathetic commoner with nothing but a prayer.
No, not pathetic, Apollo. It's not like that. This is a Hera run, Apollo. It's a Hera run. Those are some really fucking big demons, my dude. Luckily for me, they have armor. You thought you could best just me with the yellow bar, Apollo? Not fucking today, my dude. We are ready for it. Although I've never seen what Apollo being mad at me looks like. These sunbeams are pretty jarring. They're kind of scary. They appear pretty quick.
Satisfied?
Well, so much for that lot. May my blessing serve you better than them. You earned it.
Thanks, bud. Sprint does days. Cast. If you stay near your cast, you restore mana when you expire. After you take damage, daze all enemies. Well, I hate these two. We're re-rolling it.
Why not?
Sprints faster. Stay near your cast, it's better. Your Omega cast expires. After your Omega cast expires, rapidly deal damage to the area for 2 seconds. Sure. That one's faded, too. That's probably what his sunbeams are, right? Oh, yeah. 100%. And that's hitting a pretty wide area, too. Where our health is a little on the low side, so let's move through here and try to grab some. I think I also damaged myself when I casted our cast. So, pretty nice. Didn't think about that. Didn't think about that at all. Hitch is spreading beautifully, fish spawning at the other side of the screen. This is going to be a little difficult to defend myself if those fish rush in. Notoriously one of the easiest enemies in the game, but if you get surrounded, it can be pretty difficult. It can swarm you, do a lot of damage really rapidly. I can't drop my cast to protect myself here, so we are pretty vulnerable to them. Luckily for us, our special takes down the screen, no problem. I'm going to be getting myself some more money here, too, with an Omega cast down at my feet. Omega specials flying off in every direction, and hopefully that damage will finish off the majority of our adversaries. No, they were extremely spread out, and for a time trial, that's just not fucking what you want at all. Last shop here, $512 in the bank, and we want to spend it.
Olympus, accept this message.
This one?
After taking damage, you automatically daze all enemies in the vicinity. Still no attack scaling, huh, guys? You just don't think I need it. Whitesmith it is. That sounds kind of fun. We're full health. Hey, Karen.
I see you have another customer, my lord. First come, first served, is it?
What?
I'll hurry it up.
Wait, who's this other? I was starting to wonder if that bird showed up again. Is that what we were referencing? I don't see. Who's the other customer? I don't understand. Well, either way, onwards we go. I'm not going to need to buy that food. We'll be A-okay.
Your presence.
Remember, Headmistress is the target for today.
Or do you always arrive at just the right instant?
A bit of solitude here hardly is a waste of time. I never merely wait. I have more matters to attend to in these woods besides.
But first, you know, we'll fight a little bit. I'm assuming she's going to send out an AoE, and she does exactly that. We jump into the spot and start landing some pretty good backstab damage versus the Headmistress. The blinking light means that's not the real one. That's not the real one. Real Headmistress. Okay, I don't know what the blink... Oh, she's dazed. Oh, I thought that was a tell on which one was an illusion. I was very wrong. Well, she is trying to curse us. Luckily, it didn't connect. We did get our damage increase again from not taking damage. I really like that that can re-up during a boss fight. I think that's really fun. Omega attack to get in. We set the cast underneath her as well. She's trying to land those arcing shots, and she does land exactly one against us before we dip back into the pocket to keep up damage. Fritos, thank you, bud. We're not fish today, that's for fucking sure. Am I right, bud? Enemies spawning in. We're getting free backstab damage as they're trying to move away from us with our special. I mean, even if we weren't getting the backstab damage as they were moving away, we would just land it immediately on the return of the projectile. Let's make sure we're not in the way of all those coming back, and then jump into the pocket. I can get it. Oh, I thought that backstab was enough. Well, this one certainly will be.
Excellent.
Thank you, Headmistress. She hit me once. She hit pretty good. And that's our target vanquished for today. Officially a successful run.
Some nightmare.
I need a lot more of this nightmare stuff if we're going to upgrade our weapons to their full potency. Now, I didn't pick the Headmistress today. I literally picked the weapon I wanted to use, and then the target presented itself. Headmistress is a pretty easy target. And just like that, we're cruising along really well. Kronos beat me the last time, so he's got to talk some shit.
Try all you like, my girl.
But the outcome of this night shall be no different from the last.
Well, you know what I want to do now? We need to level up my Apollo keepsake too. 21 encounters is a lot, but we already have some boons from him, and we can potentially get ourselves an attack increase that could allow us to pop off quite a lot. Well, here we go down to Oceanus, the realm of Poseidon. We are at 125 HP, which is on the lower side. We are going to need to bulk that up as we continue. Let's go ahead and Omega cast here. I thought I was going to be catching some of those guys. No one even moved towards me. That was kind of anticlimactic. Well, I have taken a bit of chip damage. I don't even know where from. And is he the final enemy? Okay, what a room. Wow, max HP increased a little bit. We're going to help ourselves to a Nectar of the Gods here. There's still plenty more people I need to give gifts to. These enemies are from the next biome, which is why their AoE is so large and in charge. And generally, it does kind of make it difficult to gain ground against them when we're in such a narrow spot. It's kind of hard to avoid that beam. Longer this run goes on, the more thankful I am that we got that early special damage increase. What's the golden heart on that guy mean? Oh, that didn't deal damage to me. Everyone shut the fuck up! Twice in one video. You guys are doing great. I hope the punishment's not... Fuck! God damn it, I should have ignored you. Fuck! Did Chaos just laugh at me? There's not Chaos in the room, right? Did I... Oh, okay.
I'm
Chaos
ready.
is in the room. I'll see what you got. I'll see what you got. You got a fish in here? Wouldn't that be poetic?
Some darkness.
I miss a fish out there, but then get a Chaos one. Not today, huh? Not today, huh? All right, Chaos, what you got?
Chaos, I heard your call.
For the next 3 encounters, your Mega Moves deal damage. Afterwards, boons have a 58% chance of being rare or better. That could be incredible. For the next 3 encounters, Dash uses mana. Afterwards, you get more money. If you have not cleared 2 encounters in 120 seconds, you take 500 damage. Afterwards, your attacks deal 40% increased damage. That seems super fun. I think this one's probably better, but we need some fucking attack increases. And I don't remember ever doing this one. So we're on a race against time, and we ran into a boss. Oh, no. Wait a minute. His armor's gone, and he's dead. Off to a pretty fucking good start. Sorry, do I only have 448 seconds left or something? Holy shit, how am I gonna do it? Not getting an attack increase. Instead, cast expands in size until they expire. And I'll help myself into the next room. Don't you mind me. Now, we do need to do this quick. Artemis is here. The hunt is on. We'll just go ahead and Omega cast that. I mean, honestly, the Omega... Look at that big-ass cast. Jesus. The Omega cast itself is probably enough damage to finish off most enemies. Not even talking about the Apollo fucking explosion of a planet after that shit goes off. Some of these enemies are modified. They have some spinny things around them that they're not supposed to. That's one of our heat modifiers, and we're just going to have to deal with the ramifications of that. Tons of enemies in this room, really making up for the fact that I cleared the other one in 2 seconds flat, but we have plenty of time. We're going to be A-OK. Wait, time's frozen in this room. Oof. Lol. What? Did I lose 2 fucking seconds on the clock? Seriously? Damn, that might be a record. That seemed pretty efficient.
Good being in the crossroads earlier. My aim is steadier, nerves calm again. I don't get any real peace at home, but it's there to be found in the woods.
No place to practice singing at home either, I expect. Is it truly that concerning if Apollo hears? He can't be that much better, and he'd probably be proud of you.
We got a lot of Apollo with us right now. He might hear you.
Or he'd tease me incessantly. I'd likely have to put an arrow through him and get into a heap of trouble. Not prepared to take that sort of risk, sister. Here's what I have.
Any damage you deal may be critical. Specials may be critical, but you prime 40 mana. Well, we've never taken that one, and it's on the fated list. Let's give it a go. Killing Stroke. We are using our special a lot, although that was not my intention for
Kronos,
today.
do your thing.
Kind of funny how that goes. You never know where the gods are going to lead you, even if you leave with a plan. Well, off to a good start. We're going to need more health. Unfortunately, the other two doors there did not show us what could have been. Really good Omega Cast should catch everyone as they're rolling up, and then I'm just trying to spread Hitch to everyone possible. We have so many Apollo modifiers on our cast, you may have forgotten that our cast itself is also Hitch. So I can AoE every enemy inside of our cast by specialing enemies outside of our cast. It is actually really strong. Health!
No.
Damn it! Health! Damn! Alright, I'll take it. Gold would have been fine too. I am pretty much out. Oh, Medusa's from next biome. I'm pretty much out of rerolls. We got one more. I think my life would be fine without rerolls. Has anyone else had that epiphany? Oh god, how do I even enter this? What is even happening? What was all of that damage? Was that Apollo retaliatory stuff that I don't know I have? Great catch with our... God, that's just so impressive. Cast builds, boys. Maybe we should do more of them. Holy crap. That's so impressive. Specials deal more damage. It inflicts Hitch. 20% more. Yeah.
Set.
We are on location 22. That doesn't... 22... Wait, I can hear the singers. Is this Final Shop? Location 22's Final Shop? So I guess there's 12 zones? 12 individual places per... Like, I just found out I had this technology to look up there in the top corner. Back in my day, it was 9, not fucking 12. What would Zeus even have to offer me at this point?
I trust this message finds you well. We must remain in close communication as best we can, even if it means employing the services of your Underworld's boatmen every so often.
Attacks inflict blitz. In each encounter, an Aether Fawn appears. In this area, it restores all mana when used. When you use mana, strike surrounding foes with lightning. That sounds more fun than giving my attack 80 damage that blows up 3 seconds later. I think we'd be better off with flat scaling on our attack.
One fan. Now, lady, let the music fill your soul and the brine fill your lungs.
We'll just literally focus on keeping Hitch up here, I think. I don't know when it fades off, and it looks like there is a max range for Hitch. Potentially. I mean, it could be dropping. I'm not 100% sure. We have a great AoE potential here, though. I feel like we had a great run with the axe where I was just literally AoEing all of this band down at one time, and this is kind of recreating that vibe pretty well. If they group up for safety, we exploit their numbers for even more damage. Dash over that small line. We'll focus on the guitarist. Guitarist should be pretty low. Indeed, she was. The lead singer spawning in a music note to chase me down, but Fritos took it! Out of the way. Just listen for the cue. I think it's going to be the guitarist. No, the drummer is the featured artist today. Omega Cast underneath her feet. That'll keep doing damage for quite a while. We'll get another one as soon as that one fades. The Fury of Apollo is not going anywhere. The guitarist jumped into the middle of that. We're going to set down one more cast off to the side. Hopefully keep the damage up on the duo of them. Guitarist did not die, but is still hitched, so we're spreading damage to them, and they shouldn't have much health left, to be honest with you. Backstab should take them down immediately, and it does. While we were doing that, our Omega Cast did phenomenal damage to the singer, who is currently waiting for her army of fish to swim upstream. There we go, boys. Nice and easy.
Mine.
Onwards to the next biome we go. Do we keep Apollo? I haven't used the effect yet. 14 more rooms finishes it off. We'll keep it with us. Ensure Chaos Gate spawns as soon as possible. And we'll make sure we keep visiting Chaos as often as we can, too. I just left some money there. You don't need to let me know. I saw it. I saw it. It's okay. We'll be fine. Now, the morning fields where divorced dads go to mingle. Oh, God. What's the first gate looking like? Oh. Well,
Chaos
I bought it. I don't want to use it when there's a Daedalus hammer out there, but I already bought it. I'm not going to waste it. I see a crystal. I'm not seeing any fish. That's okay, Chaos. I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide.
Hail, almighty Chaos.
The next 4 encounters take more damage afterwards. Gain mana. For the next 4 encounters, whenever you take damage, I'm stunned for a second and a half. Afterwards, we restore a buttload of mana every second. For the next 4 encounters, your dash uses mana. Afterwards, rewards are worth more. The mana regen's probably worth it. Taking any damage could be lethal with this. But it's also on our fated list, so let's go ahead and grab it. Start working on some of those unlocks.
Sprang all creation, light and darkness, and the world itself. Yet all that nothingness remains, carefully tucked away where none can find it, save for those invited in.
Let's keep our voices down.
We're definitely taking the Daedalus hammer option here. Was that right? Oh, okay. Oh, God, I thought I did the wrong thing. They were stacked up. That's what it was. They were both stacked up. Lots of enemies coming from all over the screen towards us so far. Seems like a great opportunity to spread that hitch as much as we can. This armored guy gave us the suck, brought us towards him. I don't like that at all. Don't pull me into a corner. Go ahead and put hitch under Medusa here, see if we can spread even more damage around. Beautifully done. Daedalus hammer!
This is my father's realm.
What are we getting? Attacks have 20 power. Your specials fires each shot straight ahead. Your mega special fires each shot straight ahead, and your specials have 30% increased range. Oh, yeah, that could be good. That could be good. That's like for focusing down Kronos. We can set super far back, be very safe, and then when it's time to send in big damage with a hitch, we send in big damage with the hitch. This could mess up our AoE damage quite a bit, except for the fact that we have hitch on our cast already. So as enemies approach, we'll just spread our debuff with that and then focus them down with the direct damage from our special. That is so good. I love that. That's working out beautiful. Look at that. I really am praising the sun this run. Apollo casts are so cool, dude. Well,
I can finally go.
Artemis through the top. I don't need Artemis anything, but Artemis would give me a really good attack, and it could be versus nearby targets. I'm going to reroll to see if we get a different god.
Should work.
Not what I wanted. Does it have armor? It does. I killed it. We should just take every boss. Every single mini boss is ours to take. Holy shit. Special inflicts blitz. No. Hold cast to aim where the binding circle appears. How many cast buffs do I have at this point?
Shocking.
I typically don't like this one. We will make an exception, though. We could definitely make that work. We could. Oh my god, we could definitely make that work. A fish? Who's in? Oh, it's Ekko, isn't it? This is Ekko's room.
Here we go.
I was nice to you guys this time. That deserves a like on the video. Also, when I'm mean to you, that also deserves a like on a video. I don't make the rules.
I've got an anguish.
An anguish.
Hey, Ekko. Glad you're here.
Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Glad you're here.
I spoke with Narcissus again. I'm certain that he really wants what's best for you. How could he not? Among the countless souls here, you're so generous and sweet.
You know, Ekko really shows you how you talk to yourself and how you talk to others. Because we were like, good to see you, or whatever the fuck we said before this. And that's all she can echo back. You're so generous and sweet. We ended with a compliment, and that's all we hear echoed back.
So generous and sweet, and sweet.
If we were like, why are you a dumbass? We'd feel bad, number one, and then we'd hear it back 3 times over. Double the level of our highest booned skill, which would up our special to be level 10. Manifest a copy of your most recent reward. I don't want anything else from Zeus. Choose 1 of 3 boons for your previous night. Our last run, I can't remember what it was about. I like the pom-pom idea. I also just noticed that these are echoed. Pom, 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 boon, boon. I've never noticed that before. That brings our attack up to level 10 with 165% special damage. Or 100, brings our special up to level 10 with 150. You know what I meant. You know what the fuck I meant. Well, I'm probably going to go for Hera here, even though I do like the idea of picking up that HP. Hephaestus offers up some things that might make us tankier. For all I know, he might have another cast buff. I never specialize on cast.
Shades.
This is really eye-opening for me. So he does have some blast thing, but it might have to become your cast to be able to do it. We're going to start with Hera, and it looks like enemies are already on the way. Armored Wolf at the top of the screen doesn't last too long, does he? And that hitch is making quick work of most of the ads coming in for us as well. I was just stunned there, which means we took damage. That effect is still rolling until the end of this encounter. We are not safe.
In the name of Hades.
Sprint inflicts hitch. Your hitch effects deal more damage or make 1 random boon heroic. I'm going to take the hitch damage because we're putting hitch on every enemy multiple times over. This is a small health increase. There's also another small health increase. Whoa! Big money top right, small money to the left. There are a ton of prizes here in this morning field. Thank you, divorced dads. Wow! Because you got a lot of extra money now that you don't have to, go out on dates with your ex-wife anymore, huh? She's bleeding you dry a little bit. Now you can leave that out for me. All right. I'm not sure who's in the shroud here, and I'm kind of too afraid to go find out at this point. But maybe if I keep leaving casts in their way, they'll just run into it. It seems as though I'm spawning more and more ads. So oh God, I was stunned. Oh God, and now I'm slowed. I'm slowed and stunned. That probably makes the effect last even longer. This is the way out, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to double back a little bit. Special through the vines here, so I don't have to deal with that guy. He would have had to walk around to get to me. We do have a Hermes boon to the west. What would we want from Hermes? I don't really need attack speed. Omega charge might be nice, just to fire off more of those specials. God, I actually think that would be insane. That's so much damage, especially if we backstab it. This is all I'm just throwing it out wherever. Big old mana draining guy at the top of the screen. You can see I messed up my cast there for those of you paying close attention. That's what it looks like. I meant to put it at my feet with an Omega, and instead I Omega'd it across the screen a little bit. Good hitch on most of these guys as they're jumping in. Palms McGee gets taken down. Armor on the throwy boy gets shredded too. Oh, immunity frames, we're good.
The time I backed your brother when he was searching for your mum. I had a vested interest in the outcome, sure. But before I knew it, I really started to care. We'll find a way to help them, won't we, Em?
I hope so. While you have at least 8, we don't. Find greater quantities of money or get a dodge. That increases the more boons you have. So we're probably going to get, what, like a 4.5% dodge here on Hasty Retreat. 5.5% dodge. Nothing too crazy, but hey, maybe we won't take damage once. Something to think about, something to look forward to. Our 2 doors are unfortunately on the other side of the morning fields, but I managed to make it over here. Mana on one or a final shop on the other. We're going to take the shop. Thank you very much. Your attacks and specials deal 200% more damage while not empowered by boons. So that means my attack is going to pop off like crazy. Wait, if I buy both of these, we'll absolutely shred the good boy. He doesn't deserve that. Oh, no. He doesn't deserve that at all. I think it's going to be Zeus.
What's going on?
I knew it. That's what I was going to say. I was like, no way.
Not met her face to face. Keeps to herself, so I scarce believed it when Apollo said that she'd reached out with something important. Turns out, it was you.
Wait, is this duo? No, there's literally no way we haven't picked up a boon from it at all. So, after you dash, occasionally create a blast. Whenever you take damage, shrug it off and restore mana. Gain armor and prevent foes from striking you. I suppose we'll take the dash. What's the explosion look like? When are we going to see that? It looks like it's ready right now. Maybe I actually need to have foes around to make it work. I'll spend my last 50 on that pomegranate, which I don't know what it leveled up.
He's running on pure instinct now.
Does that mean I can pet him soon? So here's my entire strategy for the boss. Normally we play extremely close. Today I'm gonna play extremely far. I'm gonna move in and I'm gonna put down those casts and we're gonna let that hitch damage and the insane shit that Apollo's spewing out get the work done. And while that's going on, I'll just poke at him with my specials a little bit. We don't even need to go in there to... Oh, I got slowed by the ghosts. That's on me. We don't even need to go in there and put ourselves in harm's way. And a beautiful part of this is that a lot of our damage is gonna... Maybe I'm wrong about that last part. I thought we were getting some backstab damage in there. I don't think that last part's actually true. As are being summoned in, and we'll take them down relatively quickly. This is a very different fight at range. He's using a lot of different abilities to go against me here than what we're used to seeing. We just hit the 50% mark, so he is gone. We have to deal with these ads before he will return. And these are ads from the next biome. Luckily for me, they had plenty of armor that we could shred. Our specialty for this run. You love to see it. Good Boy should be coming back, and we're going to have our Omega Special and Omega Cast ready and waiting for him. I suppose my Omega Special doesn't actually return to me. That's why we're not getting the backstab damage on the way back here, like we do when we don't Omega channel it. He is a little difficult to nail down here sometimes. Let's go in for a backstab here. Let's see what our auto attack damage is looking like. Our damage is fucking nuts because of that. Because of that little piece of food we bought before the final shop or whatever the fuck that was we bought. That's ridiculous. I'll keep poking him in the back while he's coming towards me. This should be the last one. I didn't count. I don't know how many he does. I just have a feeling for it. I just found out. Nice special to finish off the fight. And a fisherman's friend goes into my mouth.
3 red and many-fanged maws turn now appreciatively toward the princess of the dead.
My wife is super sick. I think I mentioned this last video.
Feel better, Cerberus.
I have a horrible immune system in general. So every time she gets sick, I get sick. I know it's coming, so I'm trying to record some videos super late at night to get ready for it. Because, like, if she goes to speak at all, she just can't do it. She just starts coughing uncontrollably. So every, like, little itch in the back of my throat now, I'm like, oh, God, here it comes. Here it is. This is it.
Something about my brother.
Something about my brother? Yeah, you were Zagreus' biggest fan. Wait, are we going to learn? Is he actually an important character, or is that just an Easter egg? Are we going to learn about Zagreus here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, our final biome has been reached. We still have not rolled anything Apollo-related. We haven't rarefied anything. How many more rooms do I need to finish this off? Let's just keep it equipped. Let's just run it down. We may not be Kronos as a result. Gain max life without restoring. Man. That could have been so good with this if we had anything that actually gave us damage. Okay, I'll buy a little bit more max life. We do need it. Apollo Keepsake still equipped. We already used our fountain, so let's go.
Going down.
245 HP is plenty. Now, I lost to Kronos in the previous run. I don't want to lose to him again. I mean, like I said, mission accomplished. We took down our target. Headmistress died. We did the encounter. She didn't die, you know. We did the encounter. Kronos is just icing on top of the cake, but I want my fucking icing. I want it. It's important. Unfortunately, my cast got dropped on the other side of these screens, so that's not going to be dealing damage to anyone over there. Let's see if we can catch some of these small boys with it. You know, in fact, I might say that my overall damage went down because we made this a straight line instead of an AoE. Because we were cleaving so much with hitting everyone all of the time. I do definitely feel a difference. Pop up! I'm coming to see you. Let me pet the good boy.
Father?
Please?
Damn it.
Daughter, answer me something. How is it that the Titan's armies are well organized enough to siege Olympus when the Titan himself cowers here in Tartarus?
That is a great question. Well, he's got Prometheus as his advisor up there.
We have another Titan to contend with there. Prometheus is leading the attack. I don't know how exactly he got free, or what he truly wants, other than vengeance on the gods.
Is vengeance on the gods an insufficient desire in itself? I wanted nothing to do with his sentencing, but your Lord Uncle Zeus, well, he would always claim that he could fashion more creative punishments than I.
Whenever you use 60 mana, soul earns surround us. In the confrontation against Kronos, he loses 20% of his health. Restore life for 1% of the damage you deal until you reach 100. That could be really good, especially considering we're not missing.
Granted.
We're missing 90 health, or excuse me, 10 health right now, so there would still be 90 left. As when we go through the door, we'll get healed, so that's 95 of our potential healing left. If we can get to Kronos, that could be a really meaningful amount of boss HP. If we don't get to Kronos and we use all of that healing before him, I think that's going to feel a lot worse. Although, I mean, it's still healing, right? So, is there a difference? Yeah, the Kronos fight is where it matters. Not on this kind of stuff. Something is in there with a massive shroud. Let's see if we can deal some AoE damage without entering. I'm finding something to hit here, but whoever seems to be making the shroud is protected by something else. Oh, is it proximity protection? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Well, luckily for us, he had a shit ton of armor that we shredded immediately. That was a word. Difficult to enunciate with a fisherman's friend on your tongue, I just found out. And we are back to full health. So just like I thought, it did take 5 off of the total. Not a big deal at all. As long as we stay relatively healthy, I think that's a pretty decent pickup for us. Who am I fighting in here? What are you guys, cowering? Teleporting a little bit and cowering. These are rat summoners. We do need to be a little careful, and it looks like they can, oh God, make themselves protected, by the way, which one of them was doing there. To stop the rats, all we need to do is cast. I just didn't see it coming out in time. They startled the shit out of me. And let's not forget that I am casting my cast away from me, projecting my cast away from me, better way of phrasing that. So it's not going to protect me instantly. I have to make sure I'm running into it a little bit. 2 more to go. Where do we venture into Zeus? I think we definitely take Zeus here. With our arming shredding capabilities, we take down mini bosses like it's absolutely nothing. This guy's going to be no exception. That's disgusting, by the way. That's absolutely... Is there any other weapon that can do this, or is it just the Sister Blades? That's nuts.
Good riddance.
In each encounter, an Aetherfont appears. Your lightning effects may strike twice. Your strikes emit chain lightning! That one's super fun, but it is going to prime a lot of our mana at the same time. There is a chance we get slow time on Selene here, which I do think would be worth... Oh my God. Oh, that's terrifying. Hold on. Over we go. Strip the armor. Get Hitch on everything. We'll deal with it. Just keep spreading Hitch. We'll deal with it. Holy shit. The chain lightning attacks is not an attack boon. So my attacks themselves aren't dealing any extra damage, but if enemies do group up next to each other, we are going to be upping our AoE potential quite a lot. And it is good for, you know, bosses too. When they summon in a couple adds, you can get, you know, sneak in a little more boss damage with just a couple stray. lightning bolts going out. The rat summoner in the middle is getting some chip damage in on me with his summons. I'm not too happy about that. I think we did a decent job of interrupting most of the money bags, but that was a claustrophobic room. We lost 25 of our healing,
Lend me your light.
You
which is a
bear the
lot.
mark of chaos, little star. The most ancient being in existence lost a child to our common foe. Thus, the great creator becomes the great destroyer through you. The choice is yours.
Well, there it is. There it is. I'm taking it.
Phase shift.
Now, by default, slow time magic, I guess it's not slow time magic, but time manipulation doesn't work against Kronos. But because we have an effect from our cauldron, we can slow him down. And we did that for the first time in our previous run here, in fact. Oh, God. Rats coming in. Oh, God. Okay, that was a big freeze. Okay, this is not good. Not a good spot to be in. Let's get the armor down on this rat dude, put a cast underneath him. Hopefully that's enough to fully finish him off. We have lost half of our HP. Oh, God. At least it was the only wave in this room. I was going to say. We lost half of our effective healing that we got from Pop-Pop already. We are going to be walking into the boss with full health as a result of this, but we usually have healing in the room before the last boss anyway. So that's not something that's too uncommon to be pretty healthy walking in there. Great use of hits as all of these skulls everywhere on the screen are taking catastrophic damage. We'll set up our cast in the corner again and try to get that same spread going. It looks like we did it beautifully. These skulls do teleport around, but Hitch stays attached to their noggin. Those are some big boys. Holy crap, you guys have been eating your Wheaties. I can tell. Holy moly. Our slow time is ready. I don't think we need it. So I will hang on to it for now. That should do. And the final shop resides
down, Kronos.
behind the next door. $949. It's pretty good. You can give it a boon.
I'm here.
Maybe a Daedalus effect. 1,000 gold for that seems so expensive. 40 armor. Hopefully mana return on our slow would be really, really nice. 1, 2. Cool, that'll work. That'll work. Pomegranates. Make my attack even better, my special even better. 185%, level 12. And I suppose I should take the mana because we're priming quite a lot of our current mana as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to Kronos again, but will we be victorious? The next few seconds are going to decide that. Thank you all so much for being here.
Sticks, take me.
Give me your energy.
Kronos!
Returned again, I see.
Dormammu, I'm here to bargain.
You were able to withstand his fury, to which I said, Prometheus, my good fellow, if you knew this would transpire, why did you not forewarn me? And why did you not prevent it?
Great questions. You know, I've beaten him a few times now, Kronos. This isn't news.
Perhaps you overestimate the Titan of Foresight's power to clearly see into the future, along with his strength.
He claims to keep the details of the future to himself, so as not to alter the desired outcome. How convenient. It does not take a genius such as he to know I shall eventually prevail.
Oh, I will you, Kronos! Ads are #1 priority at the start, if they are real. And they are. So, we'll just spread around that hitch until they are all matched together and just let that special take them down. If we sit at max range versus Kronos, which we can extremely easily do thanks to the Daedalus hammer, we're out of range for the majority of his attacks. And then when he dashes in, we just dash the opposite direction.
I can wait.
For instance, this is probably just going to be circles around him. We outrange those circles. No big deal at all. Cast goes down. We catch all of these summons like it's nothing. We just need to dodge at the end of this thing he's doing, and we'll be totally fine here, too. Not too much to be afraid of. Great backstab damage as we do get pretty close. He is circling some orbs now, and he does dash through me there for a bit of damage, but we're still just fine. We're doing A-okay. Is it more damage to let my shit return to me or to do the Omega cast? Hold on, dodge it out, dodge it out. So returning is 182 plus lightning damage. Charging all the Omegas is much more than that. 405. Okay, we'll keep charging. I do have my slow if we need it. I don't think we do. Oh no. Oh no, it's happening. You're hearing it in real time, I can tell. Oh no. All right, we don't want to let him get too close and deal too much damage to us. Let's slow things down a little bit. Omega cast underneath the feet of Kronos, and then we're just going to Omega special everything else we have towards him as well. When that Omega cast ends, we do it again. We should be getting quite a lot of lightning in there. I feel, maybe lightning wasn't it. I don't know. I'm expecting a little bit more showboating inside of that circle, though. Let me tell you. We can slow things down one more time. I don't think we need to. Ads just spawned, so he's not going to be doing too much. Let's go ahead and slow it now. Maybe I can get away from that force tunnel. Get behind him for easy backstabs here. Oh, I suppose the lightning does hit him as well. So even in a single target situation like this, the chain lightning is still doing something. Good use of our immunity frames to dodge through that attack there. Cast underneath his feet. Let's see how much damage that does. This is certainly not going to win any speed records. We've definitely had faster kills than this, but this kill definitely feels chill. It's not like there's a lot of urgency for me to go in there and rush this guy down. I feel like I have all of the tactical advantages, and we just need to wait. Phase 2, of course, is much harder to deal with if you are not careful. For instance, if you don't get in this spot in time, you're just dead. Luckily for us, Kronos is spending a lot of time sitting idle, letting us just rip those Omega specials through him, and he's just sitting on these Omega casts as well. It's been a very easy phase so far. I wonder how long that can continue for. Our health is starting to get low. Let's slow things down. Try to do that every time it's up. He's doing a big cleave. We're in a great position here. That is the halfway marker, so we just hit phase. As are spawning, I don't think we need to be too worried about them. Just get to our spot so we don't die. Omega cast underneath his feet there, dealing pretty good damage as well. Oh, clocks around the outside. I don't like that. Omega cast underneath his feet. We'll just stay safe. Omega specials from the side. He's dashing towards us now. He's bringing the fight to us. I do have a slow time ready to go again, so let's use it. Easiest backstab damage I've ever done in my entire life. Quickly reposition back over to the safe spot. Dash over that minute hand. And we take down Kronos with relative ease.
Once more, I am undone. And I shall be back in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, I know, dude. Sincerely hope you guys enjoyed the run. As far as difficulty goes, this was one of the easiest I've ever done.
For Olympus.
The cast was so incredibly strong. But we ended up dealing way more damage with our specials there, and I bet that's because Hitch was on both our special and our cast. God, we only had Chain Lightning for a very short amount of time, and it made the board on the right, too, for the amount of damage that it was pumping out. That's pretty strong. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's run. It was certainly one to remember. But of course, we're not done here today. We have our friends back at base to talk to.
From shadow sprang the peerless witch Melinoe, and back to shadow she returns for now. We shall resume her tale at another time.
Ouch!
Thank you.
Return to shadow now?
I don't know why I said thank you. I guess I'm just happy to be going home. How many times do you think there's a... Can I get an option to disable that?
Good enough.
How many times do I need to read that there's more of the game to come? Are there always this many birds here, or did interacting with our bird bring more wildlife? I need to see that bird again. Well, thank you,
A
Frenos.
satisfactory result that time, wouldn't you say?
I definitely would say. I liked the frog. You liked the video.
What would you do if you had the tent all to yourself anyway, Dora? You could invite all the other shades and absolutely trash the place, I suppose.
What, you mean share it? No, not sharing the tent is the entire point. A proper haunting has a 1-to-1 ratio between the haunted and the hauntee. Even I haven't forgotten the basics.
I can't imagine all you want to do is float around in here, minus the part where we get to speak.
Then you simply lack imagination, friend.
Any gifts we can give her? Can Dora fish?
What would you say to a brief trip to the fishing pier with me? It's nice and quiet over there.
Don't really want to move right now. And those fish would probably scare way too easily for a hunter of my skill.
She did say she was hunting right now. I bet Odysseus would fish. I'm trying to think who wouldn't fish with me. Eris up at the top probably wouldn't. We may have already asked her already. Master of Light. We have gotten every boon from Apollo now, and we've also seen every variety of the primordial chaos. That is a big step in the right direction.
Your companion Dora, she's a lively one, especially for her age. Most of the dead grow quite lethargic over time, although I suppose things have been more eventful recently.
Dora seems to be quite intrigued by you, Lord Moros. Call it a morbid fascination. You mentioned her age. She doesn't seem to have any recollection of such details. But you can just tell.
How old is Dora?
I have my ways. Dora is... well, she's not the eldest one here, though she's been around longer than most. That much is safe for me to divulge.
Huh.
I have a theory on who I think Dora is. I don't know if it's true. And I don't want to spoil it just in case you haven't put the dots together yet. But I'm really waiting to see if I'm right. I'm really holding out for that. We did need a lot more fabric, didn't we? So I'll go ahead and get this order started. Thank you, Karen.
Got him, huh?
I sure did. Did you see?
Nem, you care so much for mortal justice. Where's your passion for ours? Kronos took everything from us. You said we all should get what we deserve, right?
Well, that's the thing. If you knew anything about mortals, they had it better once, when Kronos ruled. Called it the Golden Age.
How splendid that must have been for them. If only Kronos could have been so generous with his sons and foster children. You think him being somewhat nice to some mortals makes up for what he did?
No. Look, what if this is what we deserve?
No!
We deserve better than this, Nemesis. Living in shadows, denied our families. Don't you want justice for them?
That's the spirit.
Fine.
Do you think she'd fish with me? Ah, where's my dude? Odysseus! Where'd you go? Ah. Bro, you know 100% Odysseus would be down to throw some line. 100%. Our plants are coming in beautifully. Unfortunately, I don't seem to get enough seeds to keep up with this. And I try to get seeds every single opportunity I have. Oh,
into the earth you go.
We do have a full plot right now, though. Does Headmistress have anything snarky to say since she was my target?
Have you been finding anything of use out there in your forays? No point returning empty-handed, though you may lack the necessary tools, I suppose.
Erebus still teems with hidden life. I'm finding all sorts of things we need out there. I'm very grateful for the purse. It never weighs me down.
A witch cannot afford to be encumbered. The blessings and such from your relatives may be fleeting, but whatever goes into that purse isn't going anywhere. Not till you use it, of course.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed it. This is a cauldron incantation that's going to let me mark boons we want, and then any prerequisite boons leading up to it will be marked. So if we're going for a legendary Zeus boon or something like that, we can now plot out the way.
I, for one, was certain she'd prevail.
Do you ever miss it, Commander? Your time in service to the House of Hades, training my brother, holding a position of high honor there.
Oh, 'twas a glorious time for sure. But I would not have earned my post if I kept crying about the past like a little baby. I'm all about the here and now.
Why is little baby highlighted?
But all of what you used to have is gone. The other servants of the house. You must have some concern for them, at least.
Come on, they're gods. They'll probably be fine.
Yeah, they'll probably be fine. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon.